Hello, folks. Welcome to the show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about what it is to be truly loved. We're going to take you through a little stroll through our time and our days. And I could say it like a soap opera. These are the days of our lives. Like sands in the hourglass. Right?
We know what your mama did.
My mom used to watch some soap operas, for real. I got into All My Children for a little while.
Oh, gosh.
Messed my mind up. So, here we are. Welcome to the show tonight. We're going to be talking about what it means to be truly loved, and going to take you through some things that we experienced and experienced along the way, and the things that we do, like what attracts me to Tiffany, what attracts her to me, and how these things just continue to play out each and every day. Like, I'm always attracted to her. Now, there might be some things that some things are less attractive than others, or more attractive than others.
Does it attract you that I never wear socks and shoes?
So she has a nickname, and a good friend of mine, Brother Rod Hickman, I just dropped his name right there, calls her Ellie Mae, and it fits her perfectly.
I'm not offended.
I love it. And she is everywhere. Like, and our youngest child is barefoot. Our youngest child is nearly naked every day.
Yep. Underwear only.
Yeah. And he gets upset when he has to go somewhere because he has to put clothes on. So that too comes from Ellie Mae. So we're going to get into the show here. I want you to pay attention down at the bottom. That is our email address. So here we are, one@outlook.com. And so if you've got any topics, again, we make this announcement every episode, but if you've got any topics that you want us to touch on that we haven't, or maybe we've got them coming up, maybe we can shuffle some things around to get it on next week or the week after. So we're very easy to get along with. We're easy like Sunday morning, right?
Sunday morning is not easy. I don't know where that came from.
Right. Okay, so Sunday morning. What time did you get up this Sunday morning?
We're not going to speak of that.
Right. Easy like Sunday morning.
Same time you did.
Yeah, 9:30.
Supposed to be at church at 10.
Right. But it was easy. Like, it wasn't like we were out trying to set the world on fire, right?
I guess.
Or trying to go wake up the sun.
Maybe.
Our first little segment here is what I love about you.
You get to go first.
Oh, no. I've done my talking.
I don't like to be first.
So, what do you love about me?
Okay, what I love about you. First, I love this bald head. Even though you didn't have it when we got married. I like it a lot now.
So, statistically,
oh, God,
a woman is more likely to marry a man like her daddy. And her daddy is bald.
Actually, you're a lot more like my daddy than just being bald, and you were nothing like him when I married you.
Well, that's also that we are a product of the people that we hang around. That may be a topic for another episode.
Right.
But we are subject to becoming like the people we hang around. And Dennis Peeler was a very big part of my life for the first 5 or 6 years that we got together. Like, he was a person in my life that was everything. Yeah. I know this may be a little bit off topic, but for those of you that have struggled in your marriage, struggled in your relationships, and you've got to understand that most of the time you don't get to pick your family, but if you're picking your in-laws, like, that's the best thing about my marriage is my in-laws are such good people. And I don't have to worry about a struggle. I don't have to worry about the drama. I don't have to worry about them. Now, the dude can smell food 10 minutes before it's ready, and he shows up at the house every time. It don't matter if we cook dinner at 5 o'clock. It don't matter if we cook dinner at 8 o'clock. This man's going to show up 10 minutes before it's ready and be ready to eat.
Yep.
Right? So I am very blessed to have Dennis Peeler as a father-in-law. And I hope he's watching this either now or on the replay. But Dennis Peeler was a great part of my life. He was a father figure to me. He filled the gap where I was missing a lot of things. He was my boss. He was my pastor. He was my friend, my father-in-law. And I was just like, dude, I got to get away from you. Like, I need a break after a little while. I was just like, I need to find some friends. And we need to break from each other, before we ended up having any tension and any problems. But Dennis Peeler is a great, godly man. He's the same every single day he gets up.
Yep.
He is the same whether he's in your face or behind your back. He is 100% the same guy. He is genuine, and he is a dude that really changed the course of my life. He gave me a good example. Yeah. So enough. Enough
about him. Now about you.
All right. So
what I love about you. Okay, your bald head. We discussed that. But also I mostly love about you is your desire to run after God. So you lead your family like a man should. Know that you're going to be praying for us, that you're studying and you're in the Word every day. So that's mostly what I love about you. But then also you're very compassionate towards people. You always, and sometimes it annoys me, but I love it about you, put everybody else before yourself.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm a little too forgiving.
Yes, you are. Well, yeah.
That may be one of my quirks. We'll get to that in a minute.
No. But, so you're compassionate, you're caring, you always put everybody first, you work hard, you provide for us, no matter what. If you're feeling great or if you're feeling like crap, you're still going to go to work and provide for us. Right. Let's see, what else do I love? I actually just love everything about you. I mean, look at this face, y'all. It's so handsome.
She's blinded by love, folks.
I'm blinded by in one eye, but the other one sees 20/20.
Yeah, that's right. We have.
Oh, and you always find the humor in absolutely everything. I can think it's something totally dumb and like not even crack a smile, and this man will be over here rolling on the floor laughing.
You know that I believe medicine is good medicine, but laughter is good medicine.
Yeah, I agree.
It will keep you from going insane. If you can find the humor in almost everything, then you'll be almost guaranteed to have a good day.
Now, I can find humor in if somebody falls, gets hurt,
or gets kicked in the nuts.
You better believe I'm going to be laughing.
Yeah.
But this man will laugh at like cat videos even. I'm like, it's a cat. That's what they do. Anyways, let's see what else. You are a great dad.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a great dad.
I struggle in that area, just because, and we've had this conversation before, is that like I really like my dad was in my life a little bit, but my dad just wasn't real active in my life. My dad didn't necessarily teach me a whole lot. For the most part, I was on my own.
Yeah, so to not have an example of what a dad should be, I feel like you do a great job.
Well, I've got a very good example. We mentioned him earlier.
Yeah. I feel like this should have been the Dennis Peeler show. Gosh, right. He's going to get a big head.
Dennis Peeler, how do we love thee? Let us count the ways, right?
Yeah. Also, you're very giving. This man will give his very last dollar and then come home, and he always starts it with, babe, you're going to be mad, but... Yeah. I'm never mad about it, so I don't know why he starts it that way. But then I know when he starts a sentence like that, okay, he gave somebody some money that he didn't really have to give somebody in some sort of way.
Some kind of way.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I can't think. My brain is full of fog right now.
Okay, well, it's my turn. Okay, so the things that I love about you, I love your smile. I love your wit. So
I don't have a good smile or wit.
Yes, you do. It's not always out front. Like your smile is there. Like you're smiling at me, but when it's demanded of you, you have to fake it.
Yeah.
When somebody says smile for a picture, we know it's fake.
On my wrinkle show.
But when you look at me, you smile. Right? And I love to see you smile. I love to make you happy. I love to provide for you. But the things that I love about you is that you are one of the most sacrificing people that I've ever met in my life. You will do whatever it takes in any manner to make sure that everybody else comes first in everything that we've ever done. Now, I'm not always the most romantic, and you put up with
I
that.
agree to that. Yeah.
I love that you're able to put up with that. You don't condemn me for not being the
No,
most romantic.
just how you
I'm
are.
working on it. I'm getting there.
You're doing better.
But you will always, every single birthday, every holiday, every special event, you make sure that no matter what happens, that you will sacrifice so that everybody else benefits. Our kids are always taken care of. Our home is always taken care of. So here's the thing,
Right
folks.
now.
What I want you to understand is we are always our own worst critic. And so you see the face she makes when I start giving her accolades and telling her how much I love her and the
Because
things
it
that I
feels like
love.
what you love about me is what I feel like I'm lacking in the most.
Because you give and you give and you think, man, maybe I should have gave a little more. But you give of yourself entirely. There's not a day that goes by that you're not constantly thinking about somebody else and how to make somebody else's day brighter. Like, you are a fantastic mother to our kids. And no matter what, you're always there for them. And even when you're sick, like the days that you have to homeschool our kids and you're sick and I try to take off work, I am lost completely because I'm not here. I don't know where anything is for their school. I don't know what to do next. I don't know what page to go to. And even when you're sick, you call out from the bed, go look in this book. The book is on this shelf. Go find this, go find that. Like, you take care of everything, even when you're sick. Like you said that I'll go to work, but the moms out there understand that dads, when we get sick and we finally do stay home, we can't hardly move.
Oh, they don't function. That's true.
But moms, you guys have an incredible job. This woman here will stop at nothing. Like, she would be like borderline of being in the hospital and continuing to push and grind for the kids, for our home, for our family, for anybody that needs anything.
I feel like that's just what mamas do, though.
I don't know. It's what you do. But so I love your smile. I love all those things. I love that you love me unconditionally. I love that no matter what circumstance we've been through, what financial struggle we've been in, no matter how our lives have seemed like they've been upside down, you've always pushed to believe in me. You've always pushed to love on me and to tell me that we'll get through this. And there's been some times where even your freak out moments, which are few, but your freak out moments are incredible because you still you trust that I'm making the right decision, and you'll tell me, hey, I think that we need to do it this way. I'll go along with your decision. You feel like we need to do this. There have been many times where I have been wrong, and you still love me.
Oh yeah.
There have been times where I've made some serious mistakes with our money and made some bad decisions, and you love me anyway. You've never once threatened to walk out. There have been arguments and fights that we've had. You said, if you're going to the couch, I'm coming too.
Yep.
And I love that you will chase me down. I love that you don't let me walk away, because when I get mad, I want to just shut down and I don't want to talk.
That is not an option.
It's not. So I love that you will chase me down and you will make me talk it out. You keep the communication going in our relationship. You constantly ask me, what's wrong? What can I do? How can we make this better? You're a driving force in our home.
Thanks, babe. I don't feel that way, but thanks. I'm glad you do.
Right.
That's all that matters.
All right, so here we go. Let's change gears just a little bit, because I know I have some quirks. So, folks, those of you out there watching, this is not the Love Boat, okay? This is not where you're just gonna sit and listen to our oohs and ahs. But there are some quirks that we have, and so this is not pre-rehearsed. I want to find out what my quirks are, but this is a moment that you out there listening need to make the time to sit and listen for somebody to say, hey, this thing kind of bothers me. This thing irks me. But do it in a way where you can keep the communication open.
Yeah, so we're not going to go have a fight after this video.
Right. Oh, we might.
Not likely.
No, but seriously, there needs to be an issue that you guys can work through and talk out. So if there's something quirky, then it doesn't need to be where, hey, I hate this about you. This is a quirk that I just can't stand. You got to fix it. But we're not going to walk away mad, and we're not just going to change the world because I have a quirk.
Right.
Or I have something that is unique to me.
You just kind of learn to live with it.
So what is
Why do I
my
always
quirk?
have to go first?
I've been talking.
Jeez, you always talk.
Come on, Ellie Mae.
Quirks. Okay, so my number one quirk with you, and you already know this, if you are listening and you send my husband a video at any point, do not continue to send him videos. Look, y'all.
It's like Lay's potato chips. You can't just stop
You
after one.
can't. So somebody will
Can't
send him
just
a
have just
video on Snapchat, Messenger, Instagram, whatever social media platform, and he'll watch it. But then you know how they just keep popping up, and he'll scroll and he'll scroll, and we live in a tiny house. We have one TV. We have 4 kids, always making noise. So on top of the noise and on top of the TV, then I have his videos because he won't use headphones.
And I can't hear it without him.
And he can't hear on top of it, so he has his phone at full volume, just scrolling these videos. But then he also does it, and I've pointed this out to him before. Anytime we go to my parents' house or my sister's house or anywhere where we have to just sit for a little bit, it's like, I don't know if it's a nervous tick. He don't get nervous, so I guess it's just like a bored thing because our family's not as entertaining as his. We don't laugh at everything. But he will have the volume up and just be scrolling through videos, and I'm like, babe, that's kind of loud. Hey, babe, you've been on there for a minute. Can you?
Wait, watch this.
Yes, that's how he does. So that's my number one pet peeve.
Okay.
With you, is the videos kill me. And it actually made me forget I had 2 more, but that was like.
So I have worked on it. I have made some tremendous progress because I had to almost delete one social media app because the videos on there were just constant.
And I remember. You got to stop talking so I can remember the other 2.
Okay.
The other 2 is, who reads directions, y'all? So if we have, okay, so for instance, we're building a greenhouse, okay? So Daddy and I are mostly in charge because we're home all day. But then Bobby's over here, like, he has to process every angle, like all the possibilities, any way we can do it to make it better. In his mind, write it down, tell it to us before we even try. Whereas I'm the kind of person, like, trial and error kind of thing. Like, I'd rather just be hands-on doing it. And if I get it wrong, I'll tear it all down and redo it kind of thing. Not this man. It drives me bonkers because he wants to spend 2 hours drawing up some plans or discussing how we could do it. We could already be doing it. Whether it's wrong the first time or not, we could be working on it. So I still feel like I'm making progress and you're not. And then the other thing kind of is the same thing, but the details. He's a detail person. So a conversation for me that would last like 30 seconds, because I'm just going to give you the gist of the whole conversation, will be more like 30 minutes for him because he's going to give you every minor and major detail.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. And I have kind of loved to come to love that about you because I like hearing your stories and details, but then when somebody, I can tell they're like, okay, dude, come on with the conversation. It's like he don't get it. He just keeps on with the details. And I'm like, oh, they're bored, babe. But that would be rude for me to say in a conversation. So really, that's really my top 3. I'm not only 3. actually.
Okay.
Which you probably already knew all those because I call you out on them all the time.
Right.
I don't love you any less for them.
So, your quirks.
Oh, God, here we go.
Your quirks, like, I could go on and on about the little bitty things, but the little things to me are just like day to day, like, hey, babe. And it's the same conversation that every married couple has. Getting ready to go somewhere. Hey, babe, how's this outfit look? I think it looks great.
And then I go change.
And immediately go change. Come back with another outfit. And then, well, what do you think about these shoes? This shoe or that shoe? And I say, well, I like that shoe on the left. And then you're like, well, I kind of like the one on the right. Okay, well, I like the one on the right. Well, maybe I'll just change them both. Yeah, so, like, it's like I can't win. So that's a quirk that just bothers me because I'm trying to think in my mind, okay, wait a minute, because I'm a processor, and I'm trying to think, okay, what does she want to wear? What do I need to give her encouragement to wear? What does she want to wear and hear that it looks good? But it's a reverse psychology kind of thing where you're like, oh, shoot, I'm just a mouse lost in a maze, and I can't even smell that there's cheese in this box because there's no winning. But like, another thing is that I'm hard of hearing. And so you're constant digging me for you're not listening to me, or you can't hear me, or turn the TV down, you know. So I am very attention to detail. And when we watch TV, if we're watching a movie, and most of you out there can relate to this, that all the music and all the battle scenes or whatever, any kind of suspense or excitement is super loud, and then you can't hear the conversation. Well, if I can't hear the dialogue, I don't know who just did what. I don't know who we're looking for. You know, I'm trying to find Carmen Sandiego, right? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I couldn't hear where she jumped a flight to, and that's important information to me. And they're like, would you just turn it down? Tiffany's like, just turn it down. Turn it down. That is so loud. And then, like, you turn it down, but then every movie producer, every network, they know that you're going to walk out of the room when a commercial comes on.
So then it's on full blast. First of all, the side note is I hate TV anyway.
So your quirk to me is that you absolutely cannot stand commercials.
No.
And I have to hunt the remote down to hit the mute button because you're about to lose your mind over the commercials, Blair.
Hey, that is so true. Like, I'm not offended by that at all. I hate commercials.
Let's see. I think that's it.
That's it?
And OCD.
OCD? What are you talking about?
So you're obsessive compulsive disorder.
I know what it means.
Over dishes, dirty dishes. You've kind of relaxed a little bit on it.
Kind of.
But this woman would get up in the middle of the night. It could be 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden, bing, wide awake. Where are you going? There's dishes in the sink. I gotta wash them. I can't go to sleep. She'd been awake the whole time thinking, is that dish gonna wash itself, or am I actually gonna have to get my butt out of bed?
You can blame my mama for that. My mom is OCD about clean everything.
And it could be 1 spoon. It could be 2 cups. And she got to get out of bed and wash them.
Yeah. That's it.
So that's it. That's all I got.
Attractions, but you're going first this time. So what attracts you to me currently? Not initially, because we've already had that conversation on here. If you missed it, you have to go look back. I don't know when it was. You just have to dig. Watch all of them. I don't care. Anyways, but currently, what attracts you to me?
Like I said before, the things that I love about you is your smile, your genuineness, on just the way that you treat people, the way that you present yourself, the way you carry yourself, just being able to be Ellie Mae 1 minute, but then be my Cinderella the next. Like you can go from being my hardworking gardening machine, being barefoot and dirty, working your butt off, to being a princess ready to go, my queen ready to go.
I kind of struggle with that part, but okay.
And then another thing that is just completely attractive to me is that you won't change because of somebody else. You won't change who you are because of the people you're around.
I ain't got no time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But you light up a room. Your personality, you don't care who's around. You will be yourself 100%, and I don't have to worry about you being shady. Right? You are gonna be Tiffany Clary wherever you go.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I'd be confused if I tried to fake it. My brain can't hold it. Be like, oh gosh, who am I with this person?
All right, come on. Oh. What you got?
Okay, what do I got? What attracts me to you? I don't know. I'm just like. So let me ask you all this question: do you ever, with your significant other, like, there are days that I just want to squeeze him and hold him, and like, I wish you were smaller so I could. Like everything about you, I'm attracted to. Like there's like I just love you so much that I just want to, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, I think, maybe. But I'm attracted to your laugh because it is so loud and so weird. Like your hard laugh is so weird, but I love it so much because it's you.
But at least it's not like Revenge of the Nerds, like that or anything like that.
It's not that extreme. But yeah, just like, and that you love me. Like, why do you love me? That's what attracts me to you, that you love me and have no idea why. Like, look at this. It's like, it's not like supermodel level. I got the crazy eyes going on, and I don't know.
I think she's seeing somebody on the side.
That's why we can never see eye to eye. Wow. Yeah, but I feel like that's what attracts me to you most, is that you love me with everything, and there's no doubt in my mind about it, ever.
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 I'm tired of hearing us dote
That's
on
an
each
awkward,
other. Yet.
crazy, quiet moment. So, but before we get off, we're going to do insecurities real fast, because I feel like it's important to know, like, what's your insecurities, my insecurities, so that people know they're not alone. Everybody's insecure about something. So what are you insecure about?
I feel like every day, I feel like I got to push harder because I'm not good enough. And no matter how many times I'm told over and over and over that I'm loved, that I don't have to make a certain amount of money, I don't have to be a certain type of person, I don't have to be somebody else. But in my mind, I think, well, because I'm an acts of service kind of guy. My love language is 100% now. I say 90% acts of service, 10% physical touch. Mm-hmm. Because I like to be touched. I like to be hugged. I like for my wife to look at me and touch my face and just tell me that she loves me and be next to her. Like, I've got my arm around her. I'm leaned up against her now. Physical touch is very important to me. And it's a good thing that it is to her too, because we have learned to understand each other's love languages. Like, the snuggle is real, folks. Like, we snuggle. Like, not gonna give you details about her snuggling or nothing, but that'd be weird. But our kids are snugglers.
You can just leave it as we have a king size bed and we still sleep on the same pillow every night.
We could literally sleep in the space of a sleeping bag, yeah, and be fine. Yeah. But my insecurity is that maybe I'm gonna fail. each and every day. And it's not just the thought of anything in our relationship, but it's just me as a husband, me as a father. I want to be the very best that I can, and I always feel like I fall short. And maybe in my eyes, the way I feel like I really just have to prove myself by my acts of service. Maybe that's what makes you guys love me so much. You know that I'm trying every day to be the very best that I can be. So what about you?
Okay, so insecurities. I feel like women have more than men because men don't care. But obviously, other than the crazy eyes, obviously, if you had those, you'd be insecure too. Tell me you wouldn't be insecure. Because people always looking at you and judging you and being like, oh my God, where's she looking? By the way, they call me left eye for a reason. So you just remember left eye, look at the left eye. Most people are right eye dominant. So everybody looks at the right eye. And I'm thinking, but I don't want to say because I want to make the person feel uncomfortable. Like, that eye's not looking at you. I'm sorry. You're looking at it, but it is not looking at you. So that's my biggest insecurity. That's why I wear sunglasses all the time. But other than that is I just feel like I just don't do enough. As a wife, as a mother, I just feel insecure that I don't provide for y'all like I should. Or even as a pastor's wife, I feel like I don't maybe reach out to people as I should. Or I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know that there's a certain way that you fit the part, but I don't feel like I fit the part.
Gotcha.
Sorry for the noise. I'm playing with my cup here.
All right. So what we want you guys to understand is that we're real people, and the conversation that we've had tonight, like, think about how you need to prepare and how you need to get your spouse or your fiance or your boyfriend, girlfriend, how you need to have this conversation of, how do we know each other better? How do we sow into each other's lives where I allow you to tell me what quirks I have that maybe I need to work on. Maybe there's some things that I need to change in me, and don't take offense to it.
Yeah, definitely don't get butthurt over it.
Because so many times we see it out there in the world that you can't say anything to anybody anymore. And if you're going to constantly let that become a part of your home and a part of your personal space, you're going to take everything to heart and just be destroyed over everything. Nobody's going to be able to open up to you. And it's going to be really hard for you to open up to them because you're going to constantly be thinking, well, I felt like I was attacked, so are they going to feel like they're attacked? So, I'm not saying that it's just a gloves off session where you go in swinging and you're trying to knock them down, but be gentle and have a real conversation. Yeah. Have some real heart-to-heart conversations to where you guys grow together.
Right.
And so Tiffany and I have been in this for 19 years, and yes, we've had some fights. I used to punch walls a long time ago, but after about the first or second year, I quit doing that. We learned to sit and talk and work things out. So if there's violence, also we have to say be careful, but try to find a controlled environment. Try to find a place where there's middle ground, and you guys can actually sit and have some real conversation. Because the key to your relationship is going to be continuing to grow together. There are a lot of people that grow apart when they have little kids. Once the kids start getting a little older and careers get in the way and personal interests and things like that get in the way, and the routines cause you guys to start growing apart. And so once the kids are gone, there's nothing to hold you together. So think about where you are, sit down, and if you have to, write things down. Write down a sheet about, what things are your positives, what are your negatives, and go through them together. I would suggest, if I could suggest a book, find the book, The 5 Love Languages, and go through it together. Read a portion at a time together, and pick a time a couple nights a week where you just need a little bit of time to read it together. Take a sheet of notebook paper, write your name on one side, write the other name on the other, draw a line down the middle. And as you go through that book, then use that as your bookmark and write, this is me. This is something that I've noticed in me. What do you think? And have that conversation. Then you fold it, stick it in the book, and you know where to pick up next time.
Right. Okay, so we're way over. So commercials, right here, ticker on the bottom is our So Here We Are one at Outlook. Email if you have suggestions for the show. If you would like to sponsor the show, any amount would be great because giveaways are expensive. So just email that, and then right here, Legacy Bridge Builders.
You got to get our business name right.
It's a mouthful.
So our number one sponsor is us, Legacy
Yes.
Bridge Builders. So see that ticker down at the bottom, Legacy Bridge Builders, Bridge Builders 1.
Yes, and while you people don't think it's important to have life insurance, it's very important. And I'm not just announcing that because we sell it, but it is. I'm telling you that your family will thank you in heaven. Also that and debt solutions. So if you're 7,500 in unsecured debts or above, then hit us up and we can help you get out of that without having to file bankruptcy. So
That's right.
Email that. And also our fall giveaway right here is in the works. So we'll announce that for the shaky camera. We'll announce that soon, very soon. So then y'all start watching again because you might win something. Anyways, other than that, have a great night.
Thank y'all for watching. We love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thanks for the emails, the likes, the loves. Thanks for your comments. All the things that you guys to kind of put into our show. The people that are behind the scenes that help us along the way. Also, the people that we see and talk with each and every day that whether you know it or not, we use some of our interactions and things like that for show ideas. So we thank you for being our friends and being part of our content.
And for the love of Pete, write the email down. Somebody send us an email so we know if the thing works.
Right? We do get emails, not directly from the show, but we get other emails.
We don't want junk emails. Come on, y'all, just email us, okay?
So if you got our contact information, you can use that as well. But just remember, nothing is free, and right now we fund this completely out of our pocket to keep commercials out, and so that we can bring this content to you. If you got any ideas, shoot them our way. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to be able to reach out. Everything that you tell us is confidential. If you need some kind of counseling, we offer that through our church as well. We can also connect you with somebody that can do it, where maybe you feel like it's a little too personal. You want to go to a third party, something like that. We can help you get connected in a place for that matter. So all of your information will be confidential. We will not share it on Facebook. And we will not put your business out there. Right. So contact us. Let us know how we can help you. Anything that we can offer. Everything that we know, everything we've experienced is free to you. So here we are. You guys have a great night. Enjoy your evening. And we hope to see you again next week.
Okay, bye.